Today we are going to be actually checking out my buddy's turbocharged Hayabusa. I mean, Hayabusas are already extremely fast, and this guy just really likes to go over the top. And he actually built the engine for this bike and did pretty much everything internally on the engine, so it should be all set, so it should be reliable. The only issue he's having with it now is tuning. So there's actually a bike shop here in town that has a bike dyno, and he is courteous enough for us to come and use it. So we're going to be throwing the bike on the dyno today, and we're going to be playing with the tune a little bit. This is not just your average run-of-the-mill setup. There's not a lot of these setups out there, and there's only a few guys that tune them. So he asked me to maybe help him with it, just because, like I said, there's not really a lot of guys out there that deal with 400 horsepower motorcycles. So it's I think it's like a stock bore and stroke motor with just like rods and pistons, and it's got 1300 cc fuel injectors, a big AEM pump. It's pretty much a Civic engine, and big fuel injectors, E85, the whole works. So I'm really stoked to help him out with this, and we'll see what we can come up with today on this bike. I've never tuned motorcycles before, but I mean, for the most part, an engine is an engine. It's just an air pump. You got to put air in and you got to get it out to feed the fuel in and the spark in at the right time. And yeah, that's pretty much tuning to a lump sum there, or a basic overview of it. I did deal with Power Commander stuff a little bit. I had a Honda Grom with a Power Commander, and I played with it a little bit. I didn't really get too familiar with it, but I did get the basics down. So I'm familiar with Power Commander software, but not the factory computer software or whatever. I forget the name of the software that he's using to modify the stock ECU, but it has a factory ECU and then the Power Commander as a piggyback. So as soon as the bike comes into boost, it starts running on the Power Commander, and just idling and driving around, it's on the stock ECU. It also is running 2 map sensors, one stock factory map sensor for idling and cruising around, and then a 3-bar for when it comes into boost. We'll see. Like I said, I've never dealt with bikes or bike software or anything like that, so today's gonna be a big learning day for me. So yeah, we'll pick up when we get to the shop.
If I die at his funeral, put the motor in something cool. If there's anything left.
Like a Mini Cooper.
A Mini Cooper, a Fiat 500, something small and just wicked, like a fucking dune buggy, straight legal dune buggy. Holy lean! Way too fucking thing, I ain't gonna run. You guys. The computer's like, what the fuck are you doing? He stopped now. Boom! That's fucking crazy. Right, this piece of shit. Are you sure you want to do this? Fuck yeah! Go for it. Go for it.
Are you sure you want to run some lean?
Are you sure you want to blow your shit up? Yes, I am positive.
So now
those
if you
numbers
take,
are still, yeah, that makes sense.
so now if you take and you multiply that, if you get it correct in there, if you multiply the Power Commander, you're only multiplying that number with a bigger injector, but it doesn't matter because let's say the number is 100. And then you go, hey, I'm going to multiply it by 10, it'll be 110%. So it'll be really 110 milliseconds. It won't be a crazy ass number. But if that thing is reading still too high yet,
That's why I think you should just maybe get it to idle and shit on this, and then afterwards do the Power Commander stuff.
yeah, because that thing.
Saying the Power Commander, you're not going to get enough adjustment out of the Power
Well, I
Commander.
want to see if it's too, because according to your thing, I can't even get it to idle.
A lot of times these big injectors, they don't like to run at like a low.
Oh, because it
cycle.
sprays so much. Yeah.
So a lot of times you have to run these setups richer at idle than you would
Just to
normally.
get it to run.
Just to get it to run, alright, yeah.
So it runs like a pile of fucking stoplight.
But usually
Hey,
once you're
Grandma,
on
how you
idle,
doing? Sorry, I gotta rev it up to keep it running. Don't mind my fuel dumping all over your door and your car. It's alright. Just trying to save the environment here.
Holy fuck.
So Okay, so I didn't hear it really run before. I don't maybe I don't know if you started it before the ECU, but maybe.
Yeah, it's actually seems like it's running better.
Really? That's running better.
Yeah. It was bad.
It actually like revs up a little.
Yeah, it actually runs. It's all pretty decent when it's revving.
Okay, so we're getting so we put less fuel into it and it's revving now. So
Boost up.
boost.
Yeah, but like Chevy trucks, they
one
take like
piece
10
of shit
minutes.
Boost up put down.
10 minutes to the
Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
The silver one?
Yeah, that piece of shit one.
The new one's not quick, like
One's
a minute,
150.
you know, like done. Big bikes.
Cool thing is a lot of the stuff like Chevy trucks and stuff, you can real time tune them and then write it when you're done.
Oh, okay.
So you can like just
Really?
play with it while you're running on a motor.
That's what you did with your white one?
Yeah.
And you said, fuck this thing weighs
Well,
too much.
Yeah.
It's
6,000
gonna burn out
pounds.
when I go forward.
His Mustang just fucking rips. The Chastain.
That's a box body. The Chevy 5.3 truck motor. And a turbo. Bone
Yeah,
stock.
Mustang,
Yeah.
Chevy
The
conversion kit.
Chastain.
How much boost
The
you put in?
Chevy.
Uh, 21 at the track on Sunday, but
It's pretty.
it didn't pick up any, so I don't know.
It
I read-
definitely puts you in the seat.
It goes 110 miles, 110 in the eighth, so
It's cranking.
yeah. It's only a good track to hit.
110.
I just can't run quicker than 999 on this.
Holy fuck.
And then you pull it.
Pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, it
That's really
rips.
hauling ass, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's all over the map, dude. It goes rich, lean, rich, lean, rich, lean. There's no way.
That was mean there.
Yeah, it goes rich, lean,
Yeah.
but it's just all over the fucking place. It's like a jump 1 RPM and it goes all over the fucking place.
Check the.
Are you sure there's not something fucked up in here? I just got home from the dyno and the bike had a bunch of problems just because it's a 1300cc fuel injector, and when you're using like basic bike ECUs, there's not a whole lot of adjustability you can do, like, you know, scaling injectors and changing pulse widths and stuff like that. That's like totally uncommon on a motorcycle ECU. So it was kind of a pain in the ass to get tuned. You know, once the bike was over like 10% throttle, it ran clean, and we were able to tune it a little bit, and it put down, I think, 265 on 6 pounds of boost, which is fucking insane.
And that's like totally just like a base map tune. It's not refined whatsoever. It's still running rich. You know, there was a bunch of problems we ran into on the dyno, and I, you know, couldn't really bring you along to show you any of the stuff because one, it's not my shop, and two, it's extremely loud in the dyno room, and it would just be a pain in the ass, and the camera and shit would just get in the way of trying to actually get work done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of mix up that I ended up filming for you guys on this turbo Hayabusa. He's going to be heading back to the dyno very soon, and I will probably be able to get some more details on the setup once the bike is done and everything like that, and kind of show you around the bike a little more. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.